Hey everybody, thanks for coming to watch the show. I've got another Lego video for you guys today. Going to be doing the Clone Scout Walker 20th Anniversary Edition set. If you've seen any of my other videos, you probably saw me talk about that one, but I'm doing this video a little bit differently. I'm actually doing the review and the time-lapse speed build in separate videos because I felt like I was trying to put way too much information into one video. I went back and watched some of the other ones I've done and it just felt kind of like rambly or went on too long, so I'm trying to make it a little bit more concise and a little bit more, pre-packaged. If you only care about the speed build, you can watch that. If you only care about the review, you can watch that. But hopefully you'll enjoy both of them. But anyway, let's get right into it. This is going to be the review section, so let's take a look at the set. Okay, so right away you're going to notice that there's three main draws to this set. Obviously, you get your Scout Walker here, and then there's this little spider droid, which I really like him. He's pretty neat looking. And then you also get this little shield battle emplacement here with a turret and some cover there for the Wookiee, and that's pretty nice. A very simple little build, and it came together very nicely. You can see there's a blaster rifle stuck there, so you could easily take that off and give it to any of the figs in this set if you wanted to kind of do a little bit more with it. And then I really like this spider droid design. Again, very simple here, nothing too special. If you had spare parts laying around, it wouldn't take a whole lot to put this together. I think the hardest part to find would be, this ball joint thing here in the middle, but everything else is a relatively common piece, so you could probably build one of those if you wanted to brick link it or something like that and make a little army of them. That might turn out pretty cool. But as it stands, a very nice addition to this set, and I really like the way that it turned out. But obviously the reason that we're all here is the Scout Walker. And I really like the way this thing looks. It's very, seems pretty movie accurate. Again, if you've looked at the older version of this set at all, you probably can see that it was a little bit bigger, I believe. And this one is still pretty big compared to how it's supposed to be in the movie. If you've played Battlefront 2 on PS4, Xbox, or PC or whatever, if you played that, you can drive these at some point, and they're only about 2 or 3 times the height of a person. So that's obviously a little bit out of scale. A minifig's only about that high, and then we're way up here. So it's still a little bit big, but it is a lot smaller than the previous version, and it's a lot more detailed. And I really like the way that the stickers turned out. Very nice on there. They all blend very well with the color scheme. It's very detailed on the legs, and just an overall really nice looking set. You have your stud shooter down here on the bottom, and then if you turn it, there's these little spots where you can hook in a blaster right there. So not a whole lot of real big features. You can swivel this gun on the front if you want to kind of pose it where he's shooting a different direction, and the legs move, but it's kind of difficult to get it set up to where if you're trying to like make it look like it's running or something, you'd have to really kind of work on it to get it to not fall over, especially if you're only using one hand like I am. But very nice. If you want kind of a comparison of scale, I have my AT-ST here, and you can kind of see the difference in size there if you've ever seen that set. So pretty good comparison there, and I really like the way that it looks. But let's get on to the minifigs. So the first one we're going to take a look at here is the Wookiee Warrior, and a very nice detailing on the print and mold for him. He's a little bit taller than an average minifig, so that's good. It makes him stand out a little bit as far as being a Wookiee. And if you have a Chewbacca minifig, or you've ever seen one, there's usually a bandolier across the torso there. So the absence of that helps to set him apart from just another Chewbacca minifig. And I'm glad that they just included a regular Wookiee in this, because if you're any kind of Star Wars set collector, or you just, you like a lot of the classic sets or anything like that, you probably got at least 1 or 2 Chewies in your collection already, so it's nice to have something a little bit different there with just this Wookiee Warrior. And I also like his pirate musket there, although it would have been kind of cool if they just given him a bowcaster, because that's what we all know Wookiees for. Then we have just a standard battle droid guy here. Nothing too amazing about him. If you've seen one, you've pretty much seen them all. The only major difference that these guys have underwent in the last 20 years is that they have a straight arm that can hold a blaster like that now, instead of just two curved arms. But other than that, these things have not changed at all since they were originally released back in '99. So I think it would be nice to kind of have a little bit of a revamp of these guys, especially with the Clone Wars coming back, you know, the TV show. I'm sure there's going to be sets based off of that, and there's more than likely going to be battle droids. So what better time would it be to add some new things, like maybe some legs that actually move independently instead of the two that are attached there? That would be nice to see. But I mean, it's, you know, it's a pretty good design, so I see why they haven't changed it. But the main issue that I have is the legs that don't move on their own, so it makes it kind of hard to pose them, you know, especially when you compare them to a regular minifig. So, but other than that, he's, you know, standard battle droid. So here we are with my favorite minifig for this set, and one of my favorite figs ever, honestly, in my collection. I really, really like the way this guy looks. I've always really liked that Kashyyyk Clone Trooper armor, especially the Scout helmet there. I've always liked those, especially, you know, going back all the way to like Return of the Jedi. I've liked that design since then, so I really liked seeing him. I like the green goggles, very, very good print on his torso and legs there, and a good back print as well. If you pop the helmet off, he does have just your standard Stormtrooper, Clone Trooper head there, so nothing special there, but it's nice that he's actually got a face. If you ever want to have him helmetless, just pop a hairpiece on there and he's good to go. But I would, I think, honestly, this guy was a main reason that I bought this set. I was just like, I gotta have him. He's one of a kind, and he's very, very special. Well, he might. I think he is one of a kind. I was thinking to myself, there's another Kashyyyk set you can get, but I don't believe you get this guy. I think you get a trooper with this armor color, but it has the Clone Commander helmet instead of the Scout Walker helmet there. So I really like him. Another big draw for this set was the inclusion of this 20th anniversary Darth Vader minifig, and it's really, really cool to see this kind of throwback of how far the figs have come as far as design and you know, colors and everything like that. Of course, you know, you see this and you know it's Darth Vader, but it's, you know, kind of basic design, not a whole lot going on other than what's on the torso. And then the helmet is pretty. It's kind of tiny. If you look at it, it's not like out of balance or anything. It's not like too small or too big, but it's a little bit oddly shaped, especially if you get into like under the chin there. And then you just have the basic gray minifig head there with a little bit of scarring. It just looks like you got it dirty, but still really, really cool. I remember having a couple of these back in the day, and it's cool to see, you know, a return to that. And then if you flip his cape up, you can see that 20-year print on the back, which I really like that. It makes it stand out, makes it feel more like a collectible and something special, other than just, you know, instead of just being like, oh, well, here's another Darth Vader fig. I went ahead and got out my new Darth Vader fig. I believe he's from around 2016 or so, but you can just see right off the bat how much more detail there is and how much more you know, just coloring and all the lines and everything. And I don't know if you can really see, but the capes are a different material as well. This one on the right here is a little bit more just like a soft fabric, and then this one over here is very stiff. It's almost like construction paper or something like that. But you know, they both have advantages and draws, but you know, if it wasn't just the nostalgia factor, I would definitely prefer this guy over here. But, you know, both of them I really like. But that's going to do it for this review of the Clone Scout Walker. As you can see on the box there, it's 250 pieces. It retails for $29.99, but I got it on sale for, I believe, $23.99. So if you can get a similar deal like that, I would definitely recommend this set. That's a good part per 10-cent price there, and I think that you get a good deal. You get some nice figs, some nice little builds, and a very nice collectible Darth Vader minifig. I really like the way that everything turned out, so I would definitely recommend this set, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you like this new way I'm doing it, where I'm splitting up the videos. But if you want me to go back to the old way, just let me know. I can definitely do that. But I'm going to have the speed build linked in the description, so if you're interested in that, please check it out. And I hope that you guys have a good one, and we'll see you next time.